So lastly, I'm going to close out with high voltage testing. The conversations I have with people in electric aircraft is we're at 1 kV, we're definitely looking at 2 kV, 5 kVs a maybe, these extremely high voltages. And now there's a lot of issues with these high voltages. If you take a high voltage at altitude, you're going to have things like corona discharge, you're going to have susceptibility to lightning. You really have to take a lot of consider with high voltage. Also, in the lab, we need to be very considerate with high voltage. We need to be concerned about the safety of our equipment, but also the safety of our engineers, of our test people. So depending on the voltage, HPK has a wide variety of solutions, and I'll just go through those quickly. Our standard card, so that measurement card where we do 2 megasamples per second per channel, and we have the real-time formulas, is good up to plus or minus 1 kilovolt DC. So we can bring in 1 kV directly to that card. Cool, right out the box. But if you want to go higher, let's say 1.5 kV, we have an attachment for that. It's tuned to the card, 1.5 kV. It's got all the proper safety. So we have the high voltage probes, or the high voltage connectors, and we can very accurately go up to the 1.5 kV. If you want to go even higher, let's say 5 kV, we still have a passive probe. Again, it's been tuned for our system. We have all the proper safety requirements, so the safety spacing, the safety connectors, the 2-meter cables, and this is a passive probe for going to 5 kV, and it actually has some active relays that'll shut itself off for safety purposes. Really cool device. All right, but we can't predict the future. What if we're doing lightning testing? What if we're doing corona discharge testing? We have some really cool options. This is where we have a customs group where we'll make custom voltage dividers. We actually have isolated digitizers. So we'll have the voltage divider. We'll have an isolated digitizer sitting in the test cell with the very high voltage. We digitize the signal in the cell, and we put it out over a fiber optic cable. So it's completely noise immune, completely safe for the equipment and the users. Back to the test, to the instrumentation, where we read that fiber optic cable. Now, some of these lightning strike, corona discharge events are transient. And, I told you that we have this card that's 2 megasamples per second, but for some of these transient events, that might not be enough. These cards can actually go up to 100 megasamples per second, so you can really start to understand that. We have a strong history in switchgear testing, and this is a big benefit for people going to high voltages or looking at voltage transients. So we have some really cool options in the high voltage world. We take safety extremely seriously, but also high accuracy measurement.